Word. Hey guys, I might have figured this out. Again, perfect as the enemy of done. I don't really know what we're doing, but we got Zoom up. We should be showing up. Hopefully, when you watch this, you'll see us. And we should have Facebook up and running too. So Brendan and I can hear each other. And so I think it's working. We'll see when I hit end and we get a recording of all this if it actually worked. I don't know. Last time didn't work. Brandon, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Brandon, can you hear me? Okay. So we've got a buddy of mine, Bruce Softy. Let me give you a quick funny story. So back in like 2008 or 9, when we were in the tiny part of our very first CrossFit gym ever, Bruce shows up and he's like, let's do this thing. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So he's probably, I don't know, maybe 10 years older than me. And I'm like, well, what do you do right now for fitness? He's like, I bike to work. I'm like, okay, where's work? Dobbins Air Force Base from Woodstock. I'm like, oh shit, that's pretty significant. Yeah, and dangerous. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm fascinated to see what you do. So he was with us for a couple gym changes as we grew, and he has a couple funny stories. He had his wife come in and join us, and she had a bar on her back, and she was like, "Hey, do I do it like this?" And he like was bending down, and he like goes to stand up, and she turns to look at him with a bar on her back as he's standing up, and it whacks him like right in the head. And I'm like, I think it's gonna like bleed a lot. And he's like, and it did. And he's like, whatever, let's wipe it off. Do you have any duct tape? I'm like, yeah. And he like sticks it on there and he starts to work out. I'm like, who is this animal? This is crazy. So anyway, now Bruce is out in Louisiana somewhere, living the dream of hunting every day and being self-reliant. It's a beautiful time. But he heard me on the Survival podcast. I do a little expert counsel bit on health and fitness, and he's like, "Dude, I hear you, and this is like Andy talking about a thing. How do I get involved?" So he jumped in, and he's got a bunch of questions. So I'm going to lay these questions onto you right here on the side. We're going to go through them one at a time and help answer them. I asked him to ask as many questions as he wants and be as newbie as he wants because there could be somebody who doesn't understand what the word imam means, right? So anyway, there's a monologue. I guess I should have asked Brandon, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Just staying busy.
Now that I let you talk,
No, it's good. I'd rather you talk than me.
oh, I got words, baby. My wife is like, you need to shut your mouth some. No, she doesn't say that. She just says, can you please do all the chores? Okay. So we're going to jump right into Bruce's questions. So, yeah, let's see right there. Oh, look, he's got a hello to Yancey. Yancey, how you doing? Hopefully you're seeing this and watching this. All right. So first question, um, I guess B is you. So, or he's saying, bitch, I don't know.
No,
Accessory. No, I,
that's part B in that workout.
okay, perfect. Actually, let me pull that up too. So let me see. Boop. I got this. Was it was the 23rd. So
Yesterday,
that's,
23rd.
yep. So we can check this guy out. So we can see that one. All right. So we have got, okay. So tell us what the workout is and what A and B is. So let's start from the very beginning and we'll go back to his questions.
Yeah. So this is an interval work day. So you'll see weightlifting, well, W plus BW plus bike sprints. So it's weightlifting plus body weight plus bike sprints. That's what that stands for. I don't really name the workouts like a lot of people do because the only workouts we really repeat in our programming are the girls' workouts. Don't fix something that's not broken. There are a couple that I have in there that members that have been with me for years know that I like to repeat, but a majority of our stuff is just hero workouts and girl workouts. They're great tests. Why change it? And then it kind of sticks to our CrossFit roots too. So this is interval work. We've got a good warm up going on. And then the A portion, 6 sets of AMRAP, 2 minutes. So I have like a whole, like if for those that have been with me for a while, I just use, what is it, acronyms, synonyms, whatever it is. I shorthand everything because I don't like writing out 6 sets of 2 minute AMRAPs with 2 minutes of rest. So whenever you're at my gym and you'll see this right here would probably read E4MOM 24.
Now
AMRAP
decode
2
that. Let me write that in there. So
every 4 minutes on the minute for 24 minutes. That's what it would look like. E4MOM 24.
right there. So I just did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, but
Every 4 minutes on the minute for 24 minutes. So that's 6 sets. Four
yeah.
divided by, or 24 divided by 6 equals 6.
Yeah.
Or 24, you know what I get. 24
Right,
divided
right.
by
6 rounds.
6
Yeah.
is 6.
So
That's
in
where your AMRAP 2 minutes and then AMRAP and then rest 2 minutes come into play.
yeah. Now let me ask you this. So you already do YouTube video for your programming, and I'm gonna start grabbing that ahead of time. That's my fault. Again,
I usually put it in here.
yeah. Oh, you do? Okay, good. So I
I
was
just
like,
didn't do it this last week. I had to officiate my first wedding. So my first for one of our members. So we left Thursday morning, and then when we got back Saturday, I got to go hunting, and then Sunday was all day at the ball fields. I just couldn't
so
get, I
Bruce
didn't
just
have my
texted me
time.
while we were talking about this. I don't know how he can hear me, and he's like, "That's no excuse, dog." No, that is. That's a good excuse. That's good.
Yeah.
Did you? I am also. I paid $25 to become a preacher, and I forgot which church it was with. It's like it wasn't the spaghetti alien one.
No,
It
it's
was the
like
other
Christian
one.
Life or something
Yeah,
like that.
that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
$35 or $25, and you're now like official. And
Yeah.
so not that I ever plan on marrying anybody, but I thought it was an interesting thing. And like there's weird stuff that happens that you don't know about. And you should like if you once you claim a religious exemption on anything, they're like, okay, we won't touch you, right? So you can be a
Right.
business and change it to, hey, we're sort of religious or we are, whatever, and you get that covering, and they're like, okay, well, the government leaves you alone, right? So if you wanted to have a private conversation with someone, now I'm a minister and I can say, hey, we started that conversation with me saying, well, I'm a minister, I have to keep it confidential, right? So would I ever use that? I don't know, but it sounded cool. And for $25, I was like, ah, I'll pay some money and be a
Yeah. No,
ordained
it
minister.
was a cool experience.
Yeah.
It was a
But
big
you
part of
actually
that.
used it to marry someone. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Very
Yep.
nice.
Put
Okay.
it on the bucket list.
So we've got if you wrote it up there, it would be six. So
Six
you would have
sets
written
of AMRAP 2 minutes. So
okay,
I
so
try to make it simple. You
yeah,
got 6 sets of a 2 minute AMRAP, and then at the bottom, 2 minutes of rest. So it's 4 minutes times that by six. So it's 24-minute workout.
okay. Very cool. So now B, so his first question
So what
was
you're going to do, start off with 5 power snatches.
was that? Say it again?
Uh, so I was just going to start. I wasn't going to go with B. I was going to start with A because I
Oh yeah, well
know Bruce was
let's
going to do. So does that
start
mean
with
as
A.
many rounds as possible in 2 minutes? No, it's as many reps as possible in 2 minutes.
Right.
AMRAP is meant to be as many reps as possible. Just some people make it rounds.
Yeah.
And anytime that you see max calorie bike, that's what you're going to end on. It automatically defaults. Like you're not going to do as many rounds as you can on max calories of biking. So you get done with your 5 power snatches, your 10 pull-ups, 15 push-ups, and then right on the bike. Generally, that took people like 40 seconds to 1 minute to complete. That was if they're pretty conditioned, didn't sell their soul on the bike the first few rounds. Most people started, some people I watched sold their soul on the bike and they were only getting like 10 to 15 seconds of calories by the end. So it was a really challenging workout. I don't know if you got to try it out, but it was a fun workout. I had a lot
Yeah.
of people texting me saying like really good. They enjoyed it. Because if I did that, I would try to keep every round 1 minute and then have 1 minute of bike. My goals would probably be like 16 to 20 calories a round on the bike.
Right. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so then we did part A. We get done with that. We're tired. Then what? So I think
Crossover
what he's saying
symmetry.
really right there is, well, one, when do I do it? And then what is crossover symmetry?
So that's kind of something that I just take for granted because we invested and bought like 10 crossover symmetries in our gym. So we
Right.
have 10 racks of crossover symmetries. And I got to work with them a long time ago, back in 2011 or 12. Because I don't know if you know this, I went and had an MRI done like in 2011.
Yeah, that's when I kicked your ass.
And yeah, that never happened. And then uh, I have like two torn labrums,
Ooh.
torn rotator cuffs back then, 2011.
And you were still,
I have
yeah,
bursitis in one shoulder, a cyst in the other shoulder. And I was like, well, I'm not having surgery. And these guys heard about it and actually sent me like their very first generation crossover symmetries. And I
instead of
used to use
being
them.
bands, they were electric nodes. Ah,
No, no, no. There were bands back then, but they've definitely evolved to making it a better product now. And you can go online and print off their entire protocols or watch
yeah,
videos. Actually, I have a couple of YouTube videos where I did these and the hip halos. And this is something I just started adding in on a daily basis. And I was still able to snatch close to 300 pounds. I still clean and jerked like 345, 350 after all those injuries. Because a lot of people, I'm sure you've heard, I've had rotator cuffs. I got tears. I got rotator cuff tears, labrum tears. I'm not supposed to do anything.
Right.
I was like, F that. I'm
Yeah.
not going to stop. I
Yeah.
just know I need to get stronger,
Right.
get my muscles stronger around those muscles and get better posture. And that's going to help alleviate some of my pain and numbness that I was
Well,
getting, nerve
and
and tingling.
that's the whole reason we're doing this stuff. I mean, I'm 50, and they're like, Andy, you're not supposed to be doing this stuff. I'm like, you know what? Screw that. I
Yeah.
want to be harder to kill, not like some like dumbass that trips and then breaks his hip and dies. No, I refuse to let feebleness win. So this is why we're doing what we're doing. Brandon just said, well, right now he's above me. I don't know how this will work out in the video, but guys, yeah, do this stuff. So if you've got shoulder issues and you're like unsure what to do, talk to Brandon or get this crossover symmetry and follow along. If you got knee issues and you're wondering what to do, I can help you out there. I've got I was in a race and I was clipped in a dementia race, and I wanted to get out to get the checkpoint, and I was like doing my foot, and I heard this. I'm like, you know what? I don't think that was my shoe coming out. I think that was my knee. My clip was jammed in with a rock, and I twisted so hard I ripped my own knee apart. So I never did surgery either. I was like, I can probably fix this. Let's just be a dumbass and just keep going. And it's taken like 10 years. My knee is completely fine, and I
Good.
never did surgery. Which I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying I'm an idiot that tried that because why not? Okay, so that's crossover symmetry. So yeah. So Bruce, great question. What is it? We have
Now,
got a setup.
now, if you don't have a crossover symmetry, I have another protocol that I've shown my members before. I should probably make a video and just post in on this.
Well, you can do
Hard to put
very
these in.
similar if you just go and get these rogue bands
Well, no, it's not even with the bands. It's with
or
two
any
and a half
bands.
pound. No, this is a protocol for with 2.5 pound to 5 pound plates or the
Oh yeah,
very
the
small dumbbells.
out and
It's
twist.
essentially every exercise that you do with crossover symmetry, just into three specific movements.
No, that's good. We should do you have a video of that already?
I got a video somewhere.
Somewhere?
I'd
All
find
right, I will find that. Let's see. YouTube. And then we're gonna do Brandon. See what comes up on YouTube with
No, I
Brandon.
don't do Brandon. Do CrossFit Bound. It should be
No,
on the
no, no.
CrossFit Bound.
Brandon Phillips.
No,
Let's see
it
what
won't
comes
be
up
under that. I
first.
don't put my name on anything. It'll be CrossFit Bound.
Ah, look. Oh, you're a
I'm
you're
not.
a
Yeah, I'm not that. I'm not that.
baseball player. Yeah, they didn't find you, dog. Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
if you put, I'm sure if you put CrossFit in there, that's when it'll pop
Oh
up.
yeah, true.
But you're not going to see those exercises.
Yeah. Let's see. We go into CrossFit Bound, and then if I do shoulder,
You might be able to do shoulder because you're going
look
to see
at you with
some.
all the shoulder work, dog. Okay, it's gonna be here. I'll find it for you guys, and I will link it from Brandon's site. Okay, so I got that one. I'll save it. Okay, so his question then was basically, I have no idea what it is, so we just explained it. It's a protocol, and you can download that. I'll go find that and stick it here right as well. Oh, there's a reply. He replied to himself. Okay, this is pretty badass. Good need. Okay, so he did find it. So Bruce, I know you're
Uh,
very savvy,
yeah.
but thank you
No,
for asking the question.
no, there should be something. He could probably just print it off on a computer and then just put it up. No, you don't have to have. Everybody's got the protocol somewhere. You just do like
Yeah,
a print it
we've
off.
got it in the gym as well. All right, so then he's in. Oh, you already answered this one. 6 sets of 2 reps, as many rounds as possible, as many reps as possible in 2 minutes. Yep, you got it. I don't think I'll get through round one in 2 minutes.
So you should be able to read the notes. I thought I put some the scaling portions on those.
Yeah, I think it's in there. Let me.
It should be in there once you click on it.
Okay.
Click on it and see if it was. Maybe I forgot to do that. That was my
Oops.
bad on that one. I'll get better at this. I'm still
Yeah, we're
getting
trying to. Hey
I'm still
guys, like we
getting to
said,
transferring everything over. So
we're
for the
building this
I have,
out and we're
I
making
have three
mistakes as we
different
go.
three different programming ones. One's competitor, one's the RX, and one's the fitness. So if you couldn't do the competitor, which is chest to bar pull-ups, 15 push-ups, the RX is actually with strict pull-ups. And it says like 6 to 10. Because a lot of people, it's really hard to do 10 strict pull-ups within 2 minutes. And
Yeah.
then the 15 push-ups. So then you're just going to scale it down. And what I would tell people to do is like I would find something that's really light to be able to do the 5 power snatches, something that makes you confident and then know that you can do it every round. Then pick you out something with the strict pull-ups. I'm a big fan of strict pull-ups. I only put chest to bar pull-ups in there for competitors, for people that want to work on butterfly pull-ups or kipping pull-ups. A majority of our members do kipping pull-ups because that's what I encourage over butterfly pull-ups.
Yeah.
Butterfly pull-ups are only there for competitors.
Yeah.
That's essentially it. Especially if you want to be healthy in shoulders. Yeah, everybody likes the flashiness of it and the competitors' atmosphere. But let's be honest, 90% of the people don't compete. Or you go do a local comp. All right, if you want to practice, let's practice for some local comps.
Yeah.
But just do strict pull-ups or do kipping pull-ups. And if you can't do that many, just give yourself 5 reps. Be like, I'm going to do 5 attempts to get strict pull-ups in, or just 5 of them. And then drop down and do your 15 push-ups. If you can't do 15 push-ups, give yourself a time frame. Be like, I'm going to do as many reps as I can in a minute to minute 15. And then the rest of the time I'm going to spend on the bike because I want at least 45 seconds on that bike to do some work and get my heart rate up. Then you
Yeah.
get to rest for 2 minutes and then repeat the program. That's what happens a lot of times whenever somebody sees a workout. And I've seen just over the years of doing this, they see something on the board and they're like, well, I have to do that. I'm like, no, man, this is your workout. Make it your workout. I know
Right.
you probably can't do 10 pull-ups. That's cool because by the end of this workout, you're doing 60 of them on
Right.
top of the 30 power snatches, on top of the, was it 90 push-ups? And then you got the bike ride on top of that. That's a lot of work to do in 2 minutes. Remember, I'm writing workouts for the best in my gym or the best people I know, and then I'm scaling for the rest because you got to have a stimulus for everybody.
Right.
That's how we look at it.
So we recently, yes to all of that. So maybe it's because we've been in this game for so long, we're wiser to it. But I think when you reach like 10 plus years of CrossFit, you start to realize I don't need to go RX. I need to be hitting the stimulus and being smart with my body, right? Maybe it's because we're getting older. I don't know. I think it's wisdom on it. I think even like some of the younger games competitors that are out, they're like, games stuff is actually unhealthy. Like trying to push that hard, you're like, you're doing stuff to yourself that's like detrimental. So following the stimulus is key. Knowing your body is key. Learning new skills is cool. Do we need to learn all the like pistol? I will never do a pistol. It's a bad on my knee. I don't need it, right? But as you said, be smart, have thorough programming. It's going to have movements. I'm going to have to understand myself. I'm going to lift some heavy. I'm going to get out of breath. I'm going to squat below parallel. I'm going to lift something heavy. I mean, it's not rocket science. Guys, this is kind of what we're trying to gather you for. What is tough is if you don't have a class, then you lack sort of motivation. So this is what we're trying to do is show you that, look, we do care, but we're virtual. So I can't give you a high five hug unless somehow you live near me. But we can try to build that in there and try to motivate you. And this is what this is all about. Okay, so next one, you kind of already answered this one. Oh, we already did that. Yeah, so copied over correctly. I actually threw in, I got some people. So off script here. Well, not that there's a script. We're just reading the side, but off. I've got one girl that I'm thinking of, Jamie Thomas, who had a shoulder issue that she could never figure out. And eventually said, look, there's 4 ways a shoulder's made, and your shoulder is made in a way that's like option number 4, that you should not do this. And then this was like anything CrossFit-ish. I'm like, I don't know if I'm not, I don't look at x-rays and all that, but I feel like maybe some crossover symmetry would be the way to go to help a shoulder. Yeah?
Hmm.
Would
Yeah.
crossover symmetry be a way for like, if I've got a messed up shoulder, I should probably give this a go and see how it works for me?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, 2011, and not a lot of people don't know my history, but 2011, I had torn rotator cuffs, labrums in both, and then the cyst and bursitis. And I still almost snatched 300 pounds and still worked my way up to 350-pound clean and jerk. Still did all the handstand walking, still did all the, I mean, I still did everything as a competitor through 2017, training wise. And
Yes.
actually,
And
gymnastics has gotten better than my weightlifting nowadays, except for handstand walking. Now my arm doesn't straighten out. That's for
right.
other reasons. But that it's like handstand walking with a limp. And another great exercise to do for your shoulders too, if you have bad shoulders, is just hang from a bar. A lot of people do not realize how important hanging is from a bar. There's a really good book out there, very short read. I can't remember the guy's name. I got it through Ross Edgley, who's a really big exercise physiologist in UK, swimmer on Great Britain, does a lot of long endurance stuff, but still likes CrossFit and some other things.
is it
Anyway,
Goggin? No, it's
no, it's Ross Edgley. He's way cooler than David Goggins. and he that's one thing he started doing was just hanging from a bar, and I got it from him because a doctor who was a surgeon was having shoulder problems because he's always like this all day. He's hunched over, and
Yeah.
so he started thinking about nature, started thinking about the shoulders, the anatomy, and he was like, monkeys never have shoulder problems.
Yeah.
And so he's like, maybe I'm going to hang from a bar. And
So
it
let me pull up.
stretches everything out. It's
Yeah.
what resets the shoulders. And so we started doing that during our hero month, which is May. And actually helped alleviate a lot of our members' shoulder pain.
I mean, and what he's saying, if you're thinking, what is it complicated? No, you literally, there we go. There's a picture. Actually, let me go to images, probably get them faster. It's literally just hang from a bar.
Yeah.
Would you recommend narrow, shoulder width, wide? Is there,
No, there's not. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no, I mean, you can do whichever one.
if
Just
you want
find
to be total
just find
badass,
that
do this right
position.
here.
No, that's, I
Which
mean, now you're doing straight. Nah, yeah, that's for
I'm just kidding.
Instagram. That's for the clicks. Just hanging there is what you want.
Yeah. No, so there's two things that I feel that I should be adding in more, and so I should do it. I just don't. But I know hang is one, dead hang. Just how much hang time can you have? Just accumulate a minute. The other is suitcase carry, not too heavy, but enough that I can pull the weight off my leg about an inch, and I don't look stupid leaning. And I should be doing that every day. I don't, but I know I should. I don't know why I don't. I should do it. Okay, so back to Bruce. Let's see. Oop, there we are. All right, what else you got on there? Doing a Zoom. Oh, yeah, I already said that. Okay, warm up. I know what bar pass-throughs are, but some may not. I do not know what a full T-hip opener. Okay, so basically let's go through the warm up right there. So do you have any videos on this?
No, I don't have videos on this. So this is another thing, like for
Seeing
me
is new.
to put in every video for every movement would be very, very long and time consuming. I
Right.
mean, that would be hours upon hours every day.
Yeah.
So that's one thing about like having our classes is they were able to do these.
Yeah.
And we're able to demonstrate them for the members, able to move forward, move through them. Like our coaches, they know how I program. Like they have to look some stuff up because I don't have it. But a lot of this stuff is like a really quick YouTube search, and then you can find it because you'll find a lot of these are universal movement patterns that we should all master. And
Does this one
especially,
look right?
yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the T
Yeah.
hip opener. Now,
So
the
we
full
call that
T
one the
hip
world's
opener, now, if
greatest
you look at,
stretch.
go to the one above it, the Verona Functional Fitness, it should open up on both sides. So she's just using her one single, her inside arm to lift up to the ceiling. You're supposed to go alternate from the front and from the outside and inside. Because inside arm, a lot of people are able to do it. As soon as you try to rotate with that outside arm or the one away from the near leg, it's up. That's where you start seeing your limited range of motion, either thoracic mobility. Yeah. Reaches down low and then rotates up. Yeah, he's not using the same song. So if you tell me if I have a hip opener, we'll do this, but full T hip opener is outside and inside arm.
Gotcha. So these are good questions. So Brandon's correct. I have tried in the past to throw in videos for things, and then there's just so many like things to video. All of a sudden, you're like, I'm no longer doing the thing I want to do, which is to, like coach. I've got to make a video, but they're already made. So if you just call it the right thing, full or T opener or whatever, and you can like look it up. So what I'll try to do is
Now,
look at their.
another thing too is like I'll be straight up honest. Like we use GoWad. And so whenever I'm programming, I just go to GoWad, I do the 3 minute warm up, and then from there I just pick out the movements. I create a balanced protocol and we go through those like on a daily basis. And we have a lot of members who do go wide that put in the whole thing. They'll have their warm up cool downs from it. It's actually pretty cool
Right.
and do a good job. We used to use ROMWAD, but ROMWAD got super redundant. Same music, same voice, same movements. And go wide, it kind of gives you a little bit of a fresher look on it.
Okay.
Especially like you can go in there and create your own protocol. Like it'll measure you stretching and then it gives you like your own stuff to do. And you just put in the movements for the exercise. or the workout you're doing. It creates a warm up for you. It'll create a protocol for you stretching at the end of the workout. It's just a really cool app.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. And I mean, this is the nice thing is many times there's only so many ways you really need to be moving. Some of them get super creative, but it's still just stretching out the same bits.
Yeah.
Also,
Well, if I'm
here's what
like
I
Bruce, I know Bruce probably has like certain limitations that I don't have.
right. That's
More
exactly
specific that he can be for himself in warming up. Like he probably knows what warms him up the best for snatching, what warms him up the best for doing push-ups and all that.
right.
So do those things.
That's it. Well, that's right. So I tell the guys when we're working out, I'm like, I always leave time for, hey, this is what I'm feeling, and this is what's up here for to be warming up. But this, you may have something else. So take a moment and go stretch that thing. Okay. All right. Let's go back to his questions. I know Zoom is going to kick me off because I never actually bought the full price thing. Okay. So today WODs begins. Oh, wait, today it begins with interval work. Oh, okay. He's
You're
just
already
asking
in
about the
power.
name. Yeah, so I can throw this one in there. Wodify wants you to name stuff sometimes. So we just come up with weird names so that we can record it. So yeah, it's just, yeah, the way we name things. So you already said that at the beginning, interval work, weight
Yep.
plus body weight plus bike sprint. Yeah. So I name them similarly. I just take the first two letters of everything. So if it's like burpee, or no, maybe the first two letters, I give everything two letters. So if it's burpee, power clean, pull up, the workout becomes like BR, PC, PU, and that's the name. It's like just six
Yeah.
letters strung together, so I can find it later on. Okay, so that's pretty good. So, what I will do better for all of you guys is when Brandon puts out his video, if he doesn't link it in there, I'll link it in there. I'm going to set yours up so that it actually sends me notifications when you post. Usually I see it, and then I watch it and I'm like, oh, look at that, and I just forget to. I'm on my phone, so I don't. I'm not the best when I use my phone to do this stuff. I'm great on my computer, but I am not awesome on the phone. Um, any of you other guys that are out there, please don't hesitate to post inside Facebook. The Wodify app does give me the ability to communicate with you via the in-app chat. So if you need something, you can chat there. It doesn't flag me. I don't know what I've done wrong in there, so I'm not probably going to see it. But if you put it on the Garage Fitness Online, I'm going to see that because notifications are turned on, so I can totally see that. So please post in there. Give us your questions. Help us build this thing. We are doing this for y'all. I mean, when Bruce found this, when I said it on it's called the Survival Podcast with Jack Spirko. So on Thursday, he does an expert segment, and I'm the health and fitness guy because that's what I do. And so I did a bit on there and said, hey, we're going to start this Garage Fitness Online. And he's like, you didn't actually say what it was. And I was like, well, it's for people who happen to like buy the gear because they want to work out conveniently in their basement or their garage, but then kind of lose motivation and don't do it either because they don't want to program or they don't have a community. He's like, that's exactly me. I'm like, I know, right? We're out there. So this is what we're trying to do is find this for you guys. And we fully realize it could take something like a decade to really take it off the ground, but we're committed. We're already doing it in our other life. Let's bring it virtually to you guys too. All right. Any other thoughts, Brandon?
No.
Very cool. So guys, don't hesitate to throw down information. Don't be nervous. Oh no, I can't say a thing. If you got a question, you're going to get Brandon and I right here. Brandon's full of knowledge and I'm full of bullshit. So depending on what you want to get, just post it right there. You're going to get both of them. It's going to be great. All right. Take care. And if you need help with that basement, putting up the foam board and you don't mind it being crappy, give me a call, buddy.
I got the crappy part. Really, I
Well,
got that taken care of. Don't worry
if you
about
want
it.
it done fast and crappy, then I'm
Yeah.
gonna maybe not multiply your effort by 2, but maybe like 0.5 or something.
Yeah. No, that's
All
good.
right. Y'all be good. Take care.
See you, bud.
Bye.